In the UK, the average driving test pass rate is just 47.1%, according to the official 2017 figures from the DVSA. We thought it might be interesting to look at the top 10 most common reasons for failing, so we can try and avoid making the same mistakes. Even if you have already passed your test, it is easy to fall into bad habits, so you might be making some of these mistakes in your everyday driving. As usual, if you have any questions about the video, then please leave a comment and we will do our best to reply. Let's get started. According to the DVSA, the 10th most common reason for failing the driving test in 2017 was for a poor response to traffic signs. We should understand and be able to react to all traffic signs and road markings, so we must look ahead and be aware of any sign that we approach. All round signs give us orders, so when we see a change of speed limit or keep left sign, we must obey its instructions. Triangle signs warn us of a hazard ahead, so we should drive at a suitable speed and be ready to react if necessary. The reverse parking manoeuvres require good car control, and drivers not able to show this to their examiner resulted in the 9th most common reason for failing their test. Whether we are asked to reverse bay park or parallel park, we must be able to complete the manoeuvre as requested, while staying in full control. Keep practicing before your test until you are able to park the car accurately every time. Use good clutch control to keep the car speed very low and steer precisely. Not responding to traffic lights correctly was the 8th most common test fail. This might be a surprising fault, but if a driver is distracted, they might not spot the traffic light changing in front of them. When we see a red light, we must stop in the correct position on the road. When we see a green light, we have to respond correctly, especially when at large junctions with multiple lanes. The 7th most common reason for failing a test are mistakes with car control when moving off. We always take enough time to make sure we have selected first gear before pulling away, and use the accelerator and clutch smoothly to avoid stalling. If on a hill, we find the clutch biting point before releasing the handbrake so we don't roll back. The second exit. Not keeping the car in the correct road position during normal driving resulted in the 6th most common fail. We must steer smoothly and keep the car in the correct road position at all times, especially at junctions. If driving past parked vehicles, we are careful to give adequate clearance in the case of an unseen hazard. When the road has marked lanes, we stay centred in our lane and avoid straddling the lane markings. Cross the roundabout and take the second exit. Not moving away safely is the 5th most common reason for a fail. Before moving off, we must use effective observation to ensure it's safe. So we check our blind spots and mirrors are clear and use our indicators to signal if necessary. We would never pull out into the path of other traffic if it would make them brake or swerve. If we choose to indicate, we ensure that there is no traffic approaching behind us, as they might see our signal and brake. Turn left. After 300 yards, turn right. The 4th most common fail is danger caused when turning right at a junction. We should use the correct speed and road position on approach to the junction, and give priority to oncoming traffic when necessary. We are especially careful at very tight junctions, as we should avoid swinging out before turning or cutting the corner. We must also watch out for nearby cyclists or motorcyclists and pedestrians crossing the road. Poor steering control is the third most common reason for a fail. We must control the car as smoothly as possible and avoid steering in a harsh or jerky manner, as it may cause the car to skid, especially when driving in poor weather. We must steer precisely at junctions, as steering too late or early may cause us to swing out towards another road user or hit a curb. The second most common reason for failing the driving test is poor use of mirrors when changing direction. We must be able to use our mirrors safely and effectively when we need to change lanes or direction to ensure everyone's safety. Whenever we need to drive around a parked car, overtake a cyclist, or change lanes before a junction, we should use the MSM routine and react to any danger we see. For the last 10 years, the number one reason for failing a driving test in the UK is poor observation at junctions. Always approach a junction at an appropriate speed so that we have time to observe properly. If we drive too quickly into a junction, we will have less time to observe other traffic, and it will be much easier to make a mistake. We should only cross the give way line when we are sure we won't cause other traffic to react, so we must judge the speed of any approaching traffic carefully. If there is any doubt, wait for a safer opportunity. We hope that you have found this look at the most common reasons for failing the UK driving test interesting. Many of the faults are basic driving skills, and you might be surprised that driving test candidates make these types of mistakes. But when traffic gets busy or something unexpected happens, a new driver has limited experience to draw upon as they make decisions. This sometimes results in an error that causes potential or actual danger, which will of course result in a test fail. The very best way to prepare for the driving test is simply to get as much driving experience as possible, as this will help us to drive safely no matter what challenges the road and traffic conditions present. If we can show that we can drive competently and considerately, then we should get that all-important pass from the examiner and receive our full UK driving licence. If you found this video interesting, then please click our logo to subscribe to our channel, as it really helps other people find our videos. If you would like to help support this channel, then please click the Patreon link to find out about our crowdfunding campaign. Thanks for watching.